How's it going, everybody? Back here today. I'm going to do another review for you guys. Trying to get some of the stuff cleared out. Just go from having nothing to review to having too much to review and not enough time or hours in a day to do it. Today we're going to be looking at, I blacked out, the ITaste VV version 3.0.
Cause I don't know where you're going, but do you got room for one more troubled soul? I don't know where I'm going, but I don't think I'm going home. If I said I'll check in.
So the ITaste version 3.0 is what they're calling this. This is, I believe, the third revision of it. I do not have their second revision or their first release of this device. This is just an excellent, I'm going to kind of go backwards here, an excellent variable voltage, variable wattage, small form factor device here. I use this everywhere I go. It's portable. I love the square on it. Before we get to talking more about features, let's do an unboxing, and we'll talk about where I got it from. Actually, we'll talk about it now. It came from Fasttech.com. It's a great little website. May not have the quickest shipping times, but if you're patient, you can get everything a lot cheaper. This ranged, well, I got it for $39.54, something like that. It was under $40 for the kit, which is an outstanding steal because most vendors are selling this for $60 in the full kit. You can get it in an express kit, which is just a battery and a USB charger, and that's $30 on most vendors' websites. Fasttech only has the full kit, which is $39.54, and free shipping. Slow shipping, but if you're willing to wait, you get a nice, very cheap, well-made device that's worth a lot more than you paid for it. Check Fasttech out, not only for this, for other devices you're looking at. They'll surprise the hell out of you how cheap their stuff is, and it's just great. So give me a second, we'll do a unboxing. Alright, so here we go. As it's upside down, as Green would say, uppy closey time with the ITaste VV. So when you do get the device, you're going to get it here in this little nice presentation box. It's going to say ITaste variable voltage, variable wattage from Innokin, and it says long live energy 800 milliamp hour version 3.0 up here, and then you slide off this little cover. We'll set that guy aside, and you get your box here. Just lifts right open, and look what we got. Here we go. There's the box. That's it. And in here you're gonna have a little guide to filling all their clearamizers. It looks like it's got the iClear 30, the iClear 16, something called the Tidy Clearamizer, but it's a nice little filling guide for somebody who's just getting into these kind of clearos. You also get a very nice instruction manual here. Very, very well. It's not, it's big, but it's because it's in all kinds of languages, from English to Italian to what other kind of languages are in here. I don't even know what that one is, so I can't read it. Whatever, but it's all kinds of languages. Very nice in-depth manual. You know, because it's getting better with writing these manuals. There's a lot less typos in here. Kind of skimmed through it just to see what's in there, but get that. And then the goodies. Obviously, we've got the device, which comes in here. Nothing below it. It's just a little plastic insert, but you get the iClear, the ITaste VV, and you get you have your ITaste VV logo on there. 510 connection with Ego threading. What else we got here? Obviously we got the screen. We got a plus and a minus button and a screen, and then it's all rounded, but it's rounded. It's not rounded, square, but it's kind of rounded. So you know they're not sharp. They're very smooth corners on here. Then on the back you got this little what do they call this? It's like a dimple, but it's a rivet kind of thing. May aesthetically be not the nicest thing. It doesn't bother me, but I know what the use for it is. It holds the head in place, so the head doesn't pop off. I've had egos where my head pops off as soon as I drop it. This is just to give it a little more security so this guy doesn't come off. I guess we didn't talk about the button. That's the button here. Lights up green when it's fully charged. You have a 3-click on-off feature. 1, 2, 3. It's off. And then 3-click on. 1, 2, 3. You get the red, the yellow, and the green. I guess we'll go through this now too. The green is for fully charged battery. The yellow will show when it's around 3.7 volts, and then the red will come around when it's around 3.3 volts, meaning charge. So it's got that little feature built in. It's got more features. We'll get into that in a minute. Let me open the rest of the stuff and we'll look at that actually while we're up close. See? You have one box here, which this one's got the chargers. You got the nice wall charger here, branded with ITaste. It's got the USB plug there, so you can plug the USB into there. Standard US wall charger. And they're familiar, well-known, oh, there goes my tank. Well-known retractable charger here. I love this thing. Nice and easy to put away. Whoop. Retracts. Says ITaste on there. For anybody not familiar, it plugs right into there. The other end right into your ITaste. I believe it's a micro USB, micro B USB type, but nonetheless, it works well. Nice that it's included. That's that. Set that aside. And then the other box, you're gonna get a whole bunch of iClear 16s. Oh boy, iClear 16s here. These things are phenomenal for a clearmiser style. They are just phenomenal. I've been using one for a little while now. It's a top coil design, so you might have to do a little tip every once in a while, but they are phenomenal. We'll talk a little bit about these later when we go up top. They give you 5 of them. That's outstanding. 5. I mean, 5 iClear 16s. So that's what you get in this box here. Very nice presentation. You get all this stuff cleared out, and we'll take a look at the battery again. So that's all $39.50, some around that price there. That's what you're getting. You see my feet? I don't like that. Alright, so the battery itself. We'll try to get into, okay, let's see, are we on here? Okay, we're on. You can see it's lighting up green. The screen on here, let's get into that. Now, previous versions, oh, it's upside down. Of course. On previous versions, the LED was red. On this version, it's blue. And actually, you could actually see the screen on this on my camera. Something's going right today. So yeah, the screen's blue. So that's something that changed, from what I understand from the old one. And when you press your button here, you're going to get a number 2, because that's how many times it's been fired, and P for power / wattage mode. And I'm at 7.5 watts right now. It's early morning. I always start off very low. Now, something to note is you can do variable voltage or wattage. So to switch those two, I believe you're holding the power button and the plus button. Oh, sorry guys. There we go. Power and plus button. And okay, see, it's the wrong buttons. I'm already wrong. I'm already telling you the wrong info. Power and minus button. There you go. Now we're at voltage 3.7. You can see that now. Kind of gotta press the button a little firm. And there you go. Trying to get it so you can see it at a good angle. That's the best I've done. So that's kind of hard to press these little buttons on the camera. There we go. So it goes from 3.3 all the way to 5 volts. And to switch it back, you're going to press the power and the plus, and there we go. Now we're in power mode, and you can see it goes, let's start all the way at the bottom. See, I lost it. Okay, this goes from, I believe, 6 watts, does not round robin on any settings, all the way up to 11 watts in 0.5 increments, and you can see when you get to 10 you have that P, and then when you go to 10.5 you lose that P for power, but nonetheless it's still very functional. We'll take it back to 7.5. That's the pretty simple adjustability features on here. Let's put a Kanger EVOD on here, and we'll show you what has been added to this that wasn't on the previous versions. You can now hold plus and minus down at the same time. You get the R, I believe it's an R, yes, an R, which is for resistance. I have a 1.6 ohm coil on my EVOD, and then it also shows you V for voltage, 4.1. And that is the amount of voltage left in my battery. So now I don't only have to go by the lights on the button to figure out what's left in my battery, but I can actually press this, get my ohms, and see my voltage. It's a nice feature added, very nice to have in this device. Just great. And obviously what you're seeing is that puff counter is still on there. So people hate it, I don't mind it. That's the menu. Simple. It's got wattage, got voltage. You can check your ohms, you can check your battery voltage. Everything's just right in there, nice and simple to use. Didn't show on the bottom here. You got that USB charger right there. Some engraving, some logos. That's the ITaste VV 3.0 close up. Let's go up top and we'll talk a little more about it. Great performance out of this EVOD tank with this ITaste on here at 7.5 watts. Just works great. Take another toot here. Some DIY 50-50 stuff in here. Very good that I made. Shocking, I made something right. Okay, so what else can we talk about on this? You saw the menu, you saw the features it has. Aesthetically, this thing is just great. I love the squareness of it. So you set it down, it doesn't roll everywhere like your Ego batteries do. 800 milliamp hour battery. If I use this thing for a full day, I get a full day's of use out of it. And you could also use it as a pass-through if you plug it in through the USB. So that's another great feature on there. You can use it as a pass-through. So this does have great battery life, 800 milliamp hour. I'll get my Ego battery in a minute so I can show you size comparison with something else on here. It does take Kanger EVODs, and they look very nice and flush. There's a nice black one that matches. Matchy, grim green. Using a lot of grim green. Just watched one of his videos, so I'm kind of in grim green mode. You can put on one of those beauty rings that come with the Pro Tank, or just if you have one running around, those Ego beauty rings on there, and you can put an EVOD on here. Boom. That kind of looks kind of cool also. So I mean, you can put anything on there. Anything 510 or Ego will fit on here. I have no issues with anything firing. I have no juice in here, so I'm not going to fire it. But that looks pretty cool too. You can pretty much put anything. Carlo tanks with a beauty ring on there will look real nice. And I really like the way this ring looks on here. It just kind of forms with the squareness and the weirdness of the shape of this ITaste. All right. So they've come a long way with this device, because when they first started, it had magnetic connectors that you would pop on. So you had like an 808 connector and 510 connector and Ego connector, and they were magnetic and cheap, and I guess they would break off easily. So they did away with that, and then they put the 510 connector in the version 2, and then in version 3, which is what we got now, they added the Ego threading. So they did a lot of improvements. Not only did they do that, they added the variable wattage in here. They got rid of that stupid jack that charged it on the bottom. It's a little round port. Now it's USB, so mainly any cables you got laying around nowadays are USB, so you can charge it. Take another vape here. It handles voltages pretty well, in my opinion. Pibasaro did a review on it and said that when it gets to that 11 watt setting, it's not really doing what it should be doing. I'm a taste guy. If it tastes like it's 11 watts or feels like it's 11 watts, I'm satisfied with it. I've had no issues with this. I can't find a negative for you on this. The only thing I could really say is negative. I guess I should have thought about this a little more, but if I can't do it without thinking about it so much, I just think it's a flawless device. Minus that little dimple. Okay, there you go. If you got one negative, it's that dimple. But I understand the use for it, and sometimes you got to do things that throw off aesthetics just to make it a little more durable, and that's fine with me. Just works great. Can't put the thing down. It's just great. Let me grab some batteries. We'll do a little comparison between the few. Give me a second. Okay, so size comparison between the ITaste VV and an Eagle battery. My twist is broken now, but this is side by side with just a regular Eagle 650 milliamp hour battery and the 800 milliamp hour ITaste. Size just about right. I mean, it's bigger size battery, the 800 milliamps, so it should be taller, and it does have a lot of features in this little ass. Try not to swear. Little body. So it does a lot, and the size is right on par. Obviously, you got the round bottom on the Eagle and the square on the ITaste. So that's side by side comparison. And before I forget, because I almost did, let's look at these iClear 16s that are sent with There we go. Now let's check the ohms on this, since you can now do that. We got a 2.1 ohm head on there. I don't think the heads are replaceable on here, but don't quote me because I'm not sure. But I've been getting, I'm 2 weeks into this one here. I got some Mount Baker Vapor raspberry liquid in here. I'll take a vape on this. Now let's see. And hold on, because I gotta turn my air off. My air is blowing there everywhere. Always issues. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Okay. Clouds of vapor from it. Tons of flavor. Just working great. These are great. They're included in there. You get 5 of them. I mean, I'm using these. The only thing is the mouthpiece gets a little hot. Sorry, the video cut out on there. It's gonna look, I don't know if I can edit that out, but anyway, I was saying the mouthpiece gets a little hot on them, but otherwise they're good clearals. I've shot this ending 5 times now, so I'm kind of getting annoyed with it. So we're just gonna wrap it up. iClear 16s that come with them, great product. The iTaste VV 3.0, also a great product. Fasttech.com, check them out. Thank you for watching, everybody, and thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We'll see you soon with some more reviews, and keep on vaping.